Hi everyone, this is a tutorial for CloudPolly, a SaaS platform for converting text to speech powered by AWS, Azure, Microsoft and IBM text-to-speech services. Now in this demo I'll be showing how to set up subscription plans for PayPal gateway. Now for this you need this script. You can get the source code from Codecanyon. It's an Envato marketplace. The link is below in the description. So let's go ahead and create our first subscription plan. So after logging in as an admin, first of all go to your payment settings. Make sure you enter your PayPal client ID, PayPal client secret key, your webhook URL, and PayPal webhook ID. So basically all of these are created on your PayPal merchant account. So here the keys I'm using are basically a sandbox keys. So basically you'll have to use your production keys. And when you'll be using your production keys, make sure that you change the PayPal base URI to a live URL. And if you want to do a testing by yourself, then yes, you'll have to put in the sandbox URL because PayPal provides you two different keys. One for sandbox environment, the other one is for your actual merchant account. And let's go ahead and create our first subscription plan. So basically you'll have to provide a name, let's say a standard. Or let's just make it entry. And the price, that's basically up to you. Whatever you want to set for the pricing. Let's make it $9 or just make it 10 for simplicity. Now the frequency at this stage, the plans that you can create can be only, subscription plans can be only monthly. And in the future updates, we will create a yearly subscription plan as well. Now you will need to create a PayPal plan ID for this to work. And all of the plan IDs or Stripe product ID, basically, by the way, script supports all different four payment gateways for subscription and 9 different gateways for prepaid plans. There's also an option for prepaid plans, and for that you don't need to create any kind of plan IDs, etc. You don't need to worry about plan IDs for each of those gateways. So let's go ahead and create a plan ID for PayPal. That's what you need here. And for that, you will need to go to your merchant account. And again, here I'm using a sandbox environment. That's my sandbox, basically will be a sandbox PayPal account. If I log in, so this is my PayPal sandbox account for testing purposes. Now, how do you get a plan ID for your subscription? You can create as many as you want. All you have to do is click on Pay and Get Paid. Under Accepts Payment, go to Subscriptions. Click on Subscription Plans and create your first plan. Now I do have some predefined, basically a product, so you can create your own product here. Let's create basically a new product, subscription product, and let's name it TTS, which is basically stands for text to speech plans. We are basically providing a service, so it's not a physical good or anything like this, but these are all the fields, most of them are optional here. Industry, that's again up to you if you want to set. Product page URL, there is no need for this. So we created this new product. Afterwards, click next. Now here, basically you can change the pricing as you want. Now we highly recommend fixed pricing. because the other ones it's up to you, and then basically that will be your decision in terms of diving deep and understanding what are the differences of those plans. But fixed pricing basically means the subscriber gets charged a fixed amount every month, or basically the whatever the billing cycle would be. In our case, that will be once a month. Click next. Now name a plan. We initially named that plan as an entry. Entry plan for text to page services. Let's make entry around 100,000 characters. This is just for our reference to understand. I mean, this is for your reference, just to keep in mind what's this plan about. Now, currency that you set is again based on which currency you want to set. Just make sure that that currency is supported. There is no, there is basically there is no one-time setup fee or offer a trial period included in the script, so it's a straightforward basically billing. As I said, currently it's on a monthly basis, so you want to charge them every month. The tax is you can either make it included in the tax or don't calculate tax at this point, because the script itself does allow you to get the tax upon checkout. So you can include the percentage of the tax. And again, here it's up to you in terms of when you want to pause or suspend the um, customers basically subscription whenever they miss cycle, whether it's one or more. And by the way, I forgot one part here, which is important, is that you want to have set as an unlimited billing cycle, which basically means that the billing cycle will go indefinitely until your end user cancels his or her subscription. And yeah, you want to basically turn on automatically charging outstanding bills for next billing cycle if you want, but again, that's your call. And again, all of these automatic billing will happen based on the cron tasks that's set within the script on a monthly basis. And that's why you need to have your webhooks set properly on your PayPal account. We will not be showing it here. That's basically up to you to correctly set up webhooks, and I'm sure every one of you who uses PayPal merchant account is aware about it, and in any case it's not part of the script. I mean the PayPal service. And the price you want to set is, we think for the testing purposes, we set it as $10 for this particular plan. And that's it. So now you have basically, you can review your product here. That's your basically PayPal plan ID. And we can basically turn it on. Now there is absolutely no need to create this PayPal checkout button. Again, the script uses its own buttons. You can just skip this part. And here you have it. So this number above is your basically plan ID that you need to copy. So I just copied this, and I'll get back to the script, paste it here. Now don't forget what you're offering with this the new subscription plan you created. So you set entry, and for the testing purposes, let's make it 100,000. So you're basically selling 100,000 characters for $10. And just to give you perspective how much the vendor charges you for 100,000 characters. Now the CloudPolly supports, as I said, all four vendors, and most of the vendors except IBM, and now the Azure as well, since August 2011, they don't support standard characters. All of them, let's say, support only neural characters. Now the 1 million new of characters for neural in all vendors, pretty much all of them cost $16. And then you can do the math. The standard characters cost 1 million. For 1 million characters, it costs if I remember correctly, $4. But standard characters are supported by IBM, by AWS and Google only. Now, if you want, you can give some bonus characters. Let's make it 20,000, and then you can give some description. This description, basically the heading, secondary heading, and then the plan feature will pop up in the pricing page. That basically want to provide some useful information for the customer. So I'm just gonna go heading 1. Now you obviously want to provide something meaningful and useful for your customers, whatever basically marketing terms you want to use. But here I'm just going to go option 1, and also all the options must be comma separated, except the last one. But in any case, that's taken care for you. And option 3, and click create. So now you have your first subscription, which basically accepts payment in PayPal. And if you want to, for example, make sure that this entry plan is also can be paid by Stripe or Razorpay or Paystack, you can edit it in the future and just paste the product ID and Razor ID, basically put the proper plan IDs of the other payment gateways here and click save. Now we will create separate tutorials for them as well. And also when you use basically PayPal Gateway, make sure that you actually enable the use PayPal subscription. Otherwise, customer will not be able to pay for subscriptions using PayPal. So you have to enable them. Now let's go ahead and make our first payment. So as you can see, our pay entry basically plan ID appeared in under the subscription plans for our users. And there are also some prepaid plans if you want to create, but the purpose of this tutorial is creating subscription plan for PayPal. Now here is the checkout page for PayPal, and as you can see, the tax is automatically added for you. And also if you want to change the percentage of the tax, you can do it under, let me just open it quickly for you, under payment settings. And you can change it here as you need, including the currency. Make sure that the currency matches with your PayPal account, otherwise you will face an error. Let's go ahead and check out. So as soon as first you'll have to select, and as you can see, the actual checkout process will be redirected to PayPal page. Let's click on checkout. Now remember, I'm using Sandbox account, and oh yeah, by the way, on the PayPal part, when you're entering price, just make sure that you also add the tax there. I forgot about that part. So let's go ahead, because when you're paying for subscription prices, you basically pay for a fixed price that's already set in your plan. For the prepaid plans, the tax will be added automatically by the script. But for for subscription plans, you'll have to take care of your tax as well in your PayPal account when you'll be creating a plan. Just a quick note on that one, which I just remembered. Again, this Sandbox account, let me just do the buyer. It will basically say how do I want to pay, and again, whatever your user will select, and then it will say that yes, sorry, it will be automatically added to PayPal for recurring payments, not the credit card itself, but the permission that the account, his account, user's account will be charged on a monthly basis. And that's it. Upon success, it will redirect back to the script. And here you go. So as you can see, the entry plan where we had added 100,000 characters to the user is added to user's account. And if user goes back to the subscribe now page, It will basically state that user is already subscribed for this particular plan. And at any given time, user can have only one active subscription plan. If user wants to add more credits during the months, they can just purchase extra credits as the prepaid plans if you set one. There are no plan IDs, nothing needed to configure prepaid plans. And that's it. Now, basically, you can start using text-to-speech and convert any amount of text as you prefer to the to speech. Thanks.